Hey, I'm Chris Ralph, the professional prospector, and hey, I'm here to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. I hope you had a Merry Christmas because I'm filming this actually the day after Christmas, and I hope you have a Happy New Year. It's a great time of year, time to kick back and do a little reflection, and I hope that in spite of all the things that happened in 2020, I just hope that, it was a good year for you. I know it was a great year for my channel. I got thousands of new subscribers. I got lots of people all over the world that I get to interact with, and I hope you will comment on my videos because I do look at my comments and I respond in one way or another to all of my comments on my videos. So I hope you had a great year. Tell me about it if you did. You made some great finds. I'm always excited to hear about that kind of stuff. But anyway, I want to say it was a great year for my channel, and I got a lot of great new videos for 2021, a lot of great plans coming up, and I wanted to discuss that with you this afternoon or whenever it is for you. I didn't get as many videos done in 2020 as I would have liked to. It was a really messed up year. Early on in the year, I went to Israel for a visit and we toured around, and just as we got there, the COVID thing was coming on strong, and by the time we left, the tourism authority in Israel was actually saying, hey, people that are here, you should think about how you're gonna get out, because we actually lost a day because our flight was canceled. We had to leave early and we didn't want to get stuck. So anyway, and after we got home, because the plane we were on, there was all kinds of people just hacking. We thought for sure we'd been exposed. So we kind of quarantined ourselves, and I went and got tested, and it all came back negative, so that was a good thing. But it really delayed my start of my prospecting season. I didn't get out into the field until late, and the season was shortened. And then when I finally got over into the mother lode country in California to start doing some prospecting, they had terrible fires. This was the worst year for California fires ever by far. I said in another video that of the 20 largest fires that have happened in California in the last 100 years, 6 of them were this year in California. We're in 2020. So it was a pretty messed up year. But in spite of that, I got out, had some fun, found some nice gold, got to share a little bit of that with you, and I hope you really enjoyed coming along for the ride. But I got lots of plans coming up for 2021. Right now, I'm doing a series on lead and lead silver, and we're talking about making lead. We're going to talk about recycling and prospecting for lead and lead silver ores. We're going to go into aluminum, which is something that you don't think about prospecting for after that. We talk about aluminum and the important role that it plays in our modern technological society. And then we're going to go through a series on minor metals, and you don't think of these things being that important, but they're critical, all of them, for our modern lifestyle. We're going to talk about rare earths and how rare earths are found and how they're mined, and what about rare earth minerals and prospecting for them. Some rare earths are worth huge amounts of money. There were thousands of dollars a pound, and so they're pretty valuable stuff. Some of the rare earths are more valuable than silver by far. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to go through a bunch of other different metals. We're going to talk about tungsten and chromium and lithium. Of course, lithium batteries, and it's a thing that's going to be more and more important in our society. Cobalt, manganese, all kinds of different, what I would call minor metals. They're not, they're used and they're important, but it's not like we build buildings out of them or something like that. So we're going to talk about some of those things, and that'll take us out into early 2021. And we're going to try to get out a little early and just really get into the finding of the gold, because I want to share that kind of stuff. I got a lot of great ideas of places I want to go explore and find some nuggets. So we're going to really get hot and heavy into the gold this year, just as soon as the weather warms up a little bit. I was planning to do a couple of videos on leaching gold and silver ore and never really got those done, but I did collect the ore. So I now have a nice batch of rich silver with only traces of gold ore and rich gold silver ore, both of which are thoroughly oxidized. And really for leaching, you want to, for at least most leaching types of operations, and the one that I'm going to show you, you need to have thoroughly oxidized ore. You don't want to be processing a lot of sulfides in your ore. So we're going to get to that. We are going to process some sulfides. We're going to do some home smelting. But like I say, we're going to do a lot of gold prospecting in the field, and I'm going to talk to you guys about how to find your own gold. We're going to get out there with different metal detectors. We're going to do some reviews. We're going to do some trials and just really good stuff in the field, the geology and what to look for so that you can go out and find your own gold. I'm also promising that I'm going to finally do, this is something I promised before, my part 2 of staking your own mining claim. I have a mining claim video on my website, and it's kind of part 1, and I said I'd do one out in the field where I'm actually going out and staking the claims, not just talking about it. And we're going to do that in 2021 for sure. I'm also going to do a lot of collaborations. I'm making plans to get together with some other YouTubers and other prospectors that I know. We're going to go out and do some really interesting stuff. One of the things that I'm really excited about is I've got a friend of mine who has a portable gold ore processing plant. It's got crushers, it's got a centrifugal bowl, and it's set up that you can feed the gold ore in, and then it'll process it, capture the gold and the heavy minerals in there, and then put out the waste product. And we're going to set that up and run it, and I'm hoping to run an extensive thing and show you all the way from having some rocks in my hand of gold ore all the way down to a button that you can put in your hand and say, hey look, I could send this to a refiner. And I'm hoping by the end of the year to take a bunch of those buttons that I collect and make a really nice bar out of it. That's one of the things I'm planning on doing. I'm also hoping to get together with Bill Southern and Tammy, Nugget Shooter and Nugget Shooterette, and Jeff from Smith's Gold, and we're going to get out and explore around and look at some different things together. We were hoping to do that this year, but the fires and some other things in the COVID just messed up 2020 something fierce. So we're hoping to get a lot more of that kind of stuff done and some exciting things. You get to meet some new people. We'll get some different perspectives on prospecting and different experiences. I think it'll be really educational. You get to see some different things. Another series I want to do this year is a series on the basics of getting into prospecting. If you want to get into finding your own gold, you want to learn about the basics of what it takes to do that, we're going to get out in the field and demonstrate that. I'm going to show you the ideas and what I use to find my own gold. And by doing that, we're going to use not only metal detectors, but we're going to use dry washers and sluice boxes, pans. We're going to use the whole 9 yards and show how it's done to get out and find your own gold. I also do, from time to time, videos about gold investment and that kind of stuff. I mean, the price of gold, I hate to say this, but the government, no matter what side you really support, whether you're conservative or liberal or whatever, politicians are into just spending money. You know, it's never enough money. We can't afford not to spend more. Of course, we can't afford to spend what we are spending. And so it's gotten to where literally we have a situation where the government spends a lot more than it can borrow in the market. And so rather than just driving the price of interest up to bring more money in, you know, that's what happens when you borrow as much as the government does. The money available dries up, and so the interest rates have to go up in order to pull more money in. Instead, what they do, that's what they've done in the past, but instead what they do now is they just go to the Federal Reserve and say, hey Fed, print me up a few $1 billion. No, I'll make that a few trillion. And they do. And the Fed pushes a button and zing, there's $1 trillion in their account. Wish they could do that for me, but that ain't gonna happen. But I will tell you that just endless manufacturing of money is going to do nothing but drive the price, the value of the dollar down. So we're going to have inflation and things are going to cost more and more. At the same time, the price of gold and silver and other metals, even copper and lead and things like that, are going to be going up and up. You're going to go to the store and your $2, $3, $4 loaf of bread is going to be $5, $6, $7 loaf of bread. It's just what our government is committed to. And it's, like I say, it's not a Republican or Democrat thing. It's a politician thing. So we'll talk about the price of gold and how it moves from time to time. But we're going to talk about all the regular stuff of, geology and mining and extraction and all the things it takes for you to make your own gold bars and the whole process of how mining and geology and extraction works. I also plan to do videos about prospecting for gemstones. I own some claims, some gemstone claims, and there's definitely interest in that. So we're gonna do searching for gemstones too, and really get into that as well. I plan on having at least one video a week. Sometimes more, but at least one video a week. So we're talking at least 52, probably more like 60-ish videos coming up in 2021. And in 2020, I hit my 100th video. It's a big mile mark. I got more than 100 videos up on YouTube now. But I intend to keep growing, and with your guys' help and with your guys' participation, I have so many people that say they're interested in these videos, and so I really appreciate that, and I enjoy doing them. So I look forward to doing that for you again and participating with you in 2021. As far as commenting, I really need to emphasize that you guys are an important part of this, and I do read and respond to all my video comments 100%, not 10%, and so, I want you to comment. If you guys have any good ideas for videos that you want to see me make in 2021, hey, be sure and leave a comment with that. I'll be interested in it. Now, I can't guarantee that everyone that gets suggested is going to get made. A lot of people suggest things like, hey, where can I find gold in my backyard? And, so people that live in the little part of the country that you live in would be interested in that, but 99% of the other people that live around the world don't care about where to find gold in your backyard. So those are a little bit harder. I will do a few. I'm looking to do a where to find gold in Southern California, because there's a number of people in Southern California, and I've spent time in Southern California myself. So we may cover that, but I'm not really looking to do a lot of ones to help you personally find gold near to your house. But I am looking for ideas, and any ideas that you guys want to suggest in there, I'm totally open. And I really would like it if you hit like on my my videos, because it does good for the YouTube algorithm. If you like these videos, you like what I'm coming at, be sure and like my videos, respond to them, and we're going to have a great year in 2021, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are even half as excited about it as I am, because I'm looking forward to getting it done. And so with that, I'm just going to point out again, we're going to do collaborations, nugget detecting, sluicing, dry washing, gold geology, gold ore processing, and a whole lot more. And I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you had a great Christmas, and I wish you a happy new year, and we will see you again in 2021. Now, if you guys are interested in prospecting and want to find more about finding your own gold and how to be successful with gold prospecting, because gold prospecting is a skill. The things that you learn in my videos, the things that you learn in the field, the things that you learn overall make the big difference on whether or not you find gold. The guys that are successful, the ladies that are successful, are people that know what they're doing. And so in order to learn those skills, to become like a tradesman, like a plumber or an electrician, they don't just buy a voltmeter and a pipe wrench and then they're an electrician. It's what they know. It's their skills. And so to increase your skills of prospecting for gold, I wrote a book, and I hope you guys will, take a look at and take some interest in and buy a copy and read it, because believe me, it will set you way ahead in your skills of prospecting for gold. It's available on Amazon, and for a while it wasn't available because I had the thing reprinted, and because of COVID it took forever to get it reprinted, but it's all reprinted now, and Amazon has it. And so if you want to buy it, just go to Amazon. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the book though right now. So let me tell you a little bit more about my book. It's called Fistful of Gold, and I wrote it because I want you to be able to go out and find for yourself Fistful of Gold. And you can see that it's an encyclopedia with all kinds of information, pictures, and that sort of thing. It's not in color, but color would have cost me a lot more to have printed, and so the book would have cost a lot more. It's for sale on Amazon, and you can pick it up. I'll put a link in the description below. I also serve as the editor for a prospecting magazine. It's ICMJ's Prospecting and Mining Journal. And honestly, you should check that out. We got stories and information, legal stuff, everything you know to increase your skills as a prospector. I write articles in this every month, and a lot of other very experienced prospectors contribute to the magazine as well. So check the magazine out. Also, I have a website, and the website is at NevadaOutbackGems.com. I'll put a link for it in the description below, but there's gobs of information there that you will find useful in your prospecting efforts. Finally, I want to say that I really appreciate your comments and thoughts, and even positive criticism. Don't come on there and just toss out insults, because I'll just delete your comments. But if you've got helpful things to say and questions to ask, do write and put those in the comments, because I answer my comments to people, and you'll hear from me in responding to you. So if you've enjoyed this video and you like what you see and you're interested in finding out more, well then sign up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so they'll let you know when I post new videos. And like it and share it if again you see stuff that you really are excited about. And I'll be coming out with lots more new videos, and so we'll see you again real soon.